Hi guys, so in this video I would like to show you an example of a method with default arguments, but first we need to just go through some already prepared code. It's mostly layouts and drawables that will be reused, some daemons, some strings, and some styles that are used for the layouts. And I also added exercise layout. This is for the activity, and one for the exercise series for the fragment. So this is the one for the activity. As you can see, content frame. So we'll be using some fragments, and this is the layout for the fragment. What we want to achieve is we want to, by clicking this button, this is an activity, this is the fragment, so we can easily switch fragments in the activity. So let's just start with the new activity. Just create a package to make it clean. So this is an app compile activity. On create. So yes, so we're using this one. Okay, it will be better if it's portrait. Let's copy it, and here exercise label, and then so we add it to the Android manifest. What else we need is an option item selected. So we'll use same as item ID, and this is the home. So because we want to handle the home, so when user clicks here, this is the home. So we want to on back pressed and then return true. And else we just want this. Okay, and we forgot about the toolbar. So this is a toolbar from the layout. Thanks to this, you remember it from the previous video. And then to see the arrow, let's extract this into the method. Set a toolbar. Okay, so that's it. And so here, let's just create fragments, because we will have few fragments. And let's call it series. So yes, we're gonna call it series fragments. And on create view, inflator. Exercise series. Okay. what else we need is the non-view created. So series number text. Let's just mock it with some default data, and later we will take care of it. So here nothing, and here in the finish button on back pressed. Okay, so we have an activity and we have a fragment. So now we want to put the fragment in the activity. To do this, we need Fragment Manager, but we need to support Fragment Manager. Okay. Begin transaction. It's a fragment transaction. Okay. So content is called ContentFrame. It's this one. This is the frame layout. Here we're gonna add or replace the fragments that we have. So here we want to pass series fragment, and it takes a tag. So maybe we'll just call it like this, tag, and this is fragment. Okay, and we wanna commit. Okay, so let's extract this and call it replaceFragment. And let's just inline these two things. So sometimes we want to call fragment addToBackStack and the name of the tag. So, but most of the time we don't want this. And so let's just create in our method, let's just create Boolean, and here we can use the default argument. So if you don't specify anything, like here, it will be false by default. So you can pass true here, and it's going to be okay. Or you can pass false, and it will be okay. But if you don't specify anything, it will be false. And this is something that I don't like too. So let's just remove this too. So we can put like this, but still I don't like it because we can put a different, yes, we can put a different fragment, not only a series fragment. We can put any fragment here and replace the previous one. So we want the name to be taken from fragment.javaClass.name. So in this way, if you have to only pass the fragment class, then the fragment object, and then the name will be automatically taken from it. And let's say that you don't want to specify tag, but you want to change addToBackStack. Then you can do something like addToBackStack true. So in a normal case, you would have to do tag and then put false. but thanks to this Kotlin syntax, you can just specify parameters, arguments like this, and you can mix the tag, new tag. Okay, so I'm not going to add it to the backstack. I don't want to do this. So we forgot about the last thing because we have to change the functionality of the home activity. We don't need a timer anymore. So here we want to do start activity, and it's exercise activity. Exercise activity. Okay. Let's run it. Okay, so as you can see, we have this exercise activity and fragment within, and this is working, and this is working. So the last thing I want to do, I want to refactor this because this functionality is pretty common. It's not related to exercise. So maybe let's move it to a different class so we can reuse it. I'll just create fragment package, and then let's create an object called ContentManager. So here we want to just copy it, and let's put it here. So this will need private value activity, fragment activity. So I would also like to extract this into variable, let's say field. ContentLayoutId. So value ContentLayoutId. It's an int, and the default value would be ContentFrame. So we need the support Fragment Manager here. So let's just create a private by lazy. Private value by lazy, and this will be so this will be even prettier. Maybe let's call this Fragment Manager to make it cleaner. And this will be a public method. Okay, so here we make sure that this will not be called on the creation of ContentFragmentManager. So we'll not create the Fragment Manager, only in the first use. And here, when we call this, we will be sure that this is already, that the support Fragment Manager is already initialized in activity and we can use it. So this will be initialized later. Okay, so we have our ContentFragmentManager. So now we can create value ContentFragmentManager equals this. And we can just remove this and use the ContentFragmentManager. So here you can see that we have another example of the default argument for the contentLayoutId. Okay, so that's it, and the usual. Okay, let's check it. So manifest, ContentFragmentManager, exercise activity, and some layouts. Okay, seems okay. Let's call it method with default arguments.